Back with the boys, and we have right back here our big orange whiteboard. And on this whiteboard, you can't see it from there, but if we can go to camera 7, perhaps we'll get it here. I'm going to move up. You can't really see it because we got a graphic there. And if we drop the graphic, there we go. Now you can see left guard, running back, safety, tight end, and wide receiver. We're going to vote on what's the most important fill for Tennessee. What slot do they have to figure out? And we'll rank them like this. And notice, this is number 2 running back. If you're sitting there going, well, you got Dylan Sampson. Yep, number 2. So number 1 left guard, number 2 running back, number 1 safety, number 1 tight end, number 1 receiver. I'm just going to throw it out there. Whoever wants to jump in first, what's the biggest must-do on that list in fall camp?
Left guard. I am a New York Giants fan. I've seen us win with O.J. Anderson a Super Bowl, right? Like, you can have a mediocre running back, and if you've got a great offensive line, it'll make all the difference. So I think left guard's number 1.
And you don't know who it's going to be. You got 4 options there.
Right. And I'm looking at just making the comment. You asked me what were some of the early things I'm noticing last segment at camp. Injuries on the offensive line. Who is your left guard? And the number 1 guy who I believe it should be, Andre Keurig, has done nothing but be injured since he came from Texas. Find health. I know it's not a magic potion that's out there, but I'd like to see Keurig be able to take that job. And if it's not going to be him for the 3rd year or the 2nd realistic year, somebody else please emerge.
I went ahead and moved left guard up there because I agree with you two, so that means the other two, if you debate that, you're outvoted. So 3 votes put it up there. But Josh and Ryan, your thoughts on left guard. Is that the number 1 position to you, or is there something else that should have been number 1?
So I was going to go safety, then left guard. So left guard would be very high on the list. I have an overall question about the defensive backfield. You have young corners with good talent. We also have an injury now to Jordan Thomas, which affects the star position. He could move to safety if they needed to get Boo Carter on the field. That's no longer an option. So I would have gone safety than left guard, but it's very close.
I would have gone safety over left guard, too. I think safety is a concern. I think fans need to really prepare themselves for the reality that Will Brooks could open the season as a starting safety. He's not the most athletic guy in the back end, but I think there's a lot of trust there. He's played some football already, so I think that getting that position figured out, and now you've got to worry about the star position on top of that. So if you're going to do any experimenting, moving around, you got to figure that out too. So I think safety is really important. Andre Turrentine, I think you feel pretty good about, but next to him, I think there's a big question mark.
This is why Ryan's the lead singer.
Very much so.
Would you guys have been okay with safety?
No, because
No.
I don't think that Josh Heupel's had a single quality safety since he's been here.
No, I meant would you be okay with it being the number 2
I would not.
on this list?
I would not.
Okay,
I
well,
would
hold
say
off.
running back is
Hold
next.
off. Would you say okay with safety or no?
And I won't even go running back either.
Okay, if you're saying no, then I'm falling in with the other two to make this
there you
easier. We're doing this the easy way,
Yes.
folks.
John
So,
likes breaking the ties.
there we go. Left guard and safety
Yeah.
are our number 1 and number 2 issues. Now, I'll let you two debate and we'll take it from there. What were you? Well, you started. Where were you going to go?
I was going to go wide receiver.
Okay, wide receiver, the number
Yeah.
1 receiver. All right, what, you were going to go number 2
I would go running back.
See, I said that on radio with you guys this week. Number 2 running back, big for me.
Yeah,
So
it's-
I'm with him, but go ahead.
Oh, I say that. Go ahead, because I know you
Cam
and I.
Seldon, there's a lot of people that
Seldon's-
believe Cam Seldon's going to miss multiple weeks in the season. And if that's the case, then who is
I personally
playing
believe
running
Cam
back?
Selton, the target back for Cam Selton, realistically, injury is Oklahoma. And I think they might even push it to the open date, hoping he's ready for Arkansas. So you need a full month of probably a backup behind Dylan Sampson. Now me saying that out loud, to hell with it. Let's move the running back up.
we had another running back. What are you doing?
I was going to go wide receiver.
Okay, so see, let's not move too fast. Now there's 2 receivers, 2 running backs. What do you do?
I'm going running back. I think that's the concern because you've got to worry about pass protection with that. You got to keep Nico healthy. A guy misses a blitz pickup, he could be taken down hard. So I'm worried about who that number 2 running back is. Is it Deshaun Bishop? Is it Cam Seldon? And if it's Seldon, when is it? Is it Peyton Lewis as a true freshman? You got to figure that out and make sure you trust whoever it is in pass protection.
Okay, then that'll be the end of this segment. We'll put running back up here. We got receiver and tight end still to discuss. I threw out tight end on the radio this week. Not a lot of people are talking about it because it's a tight end. You don't have one. So we'll discuss tight end, receiver. Is there anything we left off that list? That's all coming up in the next segment as we continue to talk about Tennessee's position battles. Much more to come on today's show. Come on back on the Sports Source.